Hi. It's Mrs. Stitches or Sheila. Hi, everybody. Today's date is October 25th, 2025. I'm in my new Stitchy chair. So it's very comfortable. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I'm going to hit you. I might hit you when I do this. Oh, I didn't hit you. Yeah, my legs are out right now. It is a super comfy chair. And you know what I'm gonna do to inaugurate or to initiate the chair? I am gonna do 24 hours of cross stitching. I'm gonna do it probably this Tuesday. I'm gonna start at an odd time. I'm gonna start around noonish after my book club meeting. I'm gonna come home, have some lunch, and then I'm gonna get started. So it's whatever I start, it'll be all Tuesday and into Wednesday. So I will film when I start, and you will see all my beginning projects. And then I will film when I finish, and you will see the finish of how much I got done, or something like that. We'll see how it goes. So I have for you only one whip because we were out yesterday shopping for a chair. So I have my Advent. I have to go get my previous finish. Bond is over there. So you might hear him talking because he tends to talk when you're not paying attention to him. So since I'm paying attention to you, he'll probably talk. So I'm going to pause and go grab my previous finish. And I got my Advent, and I just have one whip to show you. But with my 24 hours, I'm going to get so much done. But anyways, hold on for a second. I will be back shortly. The lighting's not great here because of the window, so I had to put you on the side. But we have our garlic lesson, so if you're scared of spiders, please look away. But here is Davanali. This I knew before I started learning Gaelic, but Davanali. I'll put that away. Oops. And then my previous finish is a little nicer. This is from Hello by Liz Matthews. And I made it into a pillow. It's a little misshapen, but I do use this. And it just says Hallows Eve on the bottom. And I did the birds. Oh, I did Chicken Hawk. That's Chicken Hawk. They had just a regular crow. I think I did the regular crow on the other side, but then I put Chicken Hawk there. So I did in Chicken Hawk colors. And I substitute my own colors, but there you go. That's my previous finish. Hello from Liz Azzy, All Hallows Eve. Yeah. So let's open up our Advent. We got it right here. Day 25. I don't know how I'm going to feel about not getting a present every day coming up soon, but it'll be all right. Let's see how I can open this. I will tell you about yesterday. Oh, that light. Oh, it's more, these are handy too. These are great. Now, what I like about these, so I am a bobbinator. These are perfect. So there's 56 in here of the paper ones. I like these because they're handy because I can actually just write on top. So with the plastic ones, what I do, let me just show you. So with plastic ones, I cut off the DMC number. Oh, this light is going to drive me crazy. I cut off the DMC number just a little bit, and then I tape it before I do the flossing. So I always need tape with me if I'm going to do this. So if I'm traveling or whatever, or I just can't find the tape, these are super handy because you just write on it. So those are awesome. And like I said, I bobbinate. I've actually never bought these before. I've gotten them in destashes, but I've never bought them before. I never knew they came, you punch them out. So that's really cool. I'm excited over that. I might not sound excited because I was super excited over the chair, but I'm excited over that too. Awesome. Thank you, Chantel. That's great. Okay. So like I said, I just have one whip only. And it is so... Oh, we left early in the morning. So yesterday I got up at, well, you saw me before I left, but I got up at 5:30. and I had to go visit Charlotte, give her food and give her shot. Did that again this morning. I have to do it. So you're supposed to do it 12 hours apart. So I have to get up at 5:30 every morning. Today was the last morning, so I don't have to get up early tomorrow morning. And then we left at 7:30, I believe. And so yeah, so I didn't get home till got home around 4, and then we had to unload the chair and we cleaned up and blah blah blah. I had to take the other chair out to the road, and then I had to go visit Charlotte and to actually get a little exercise. She lives about a kilometer away. I've been walking to and from in the evening, not in the morning, obviously, because it's dark. So then I got home. So I only stitched for about 2 hours last night. So I haven't done a lot. I did a bit this morning, but this is all I worked on was Sleepy Hollow by Glendon Place. I do have my stitchy light right here, but I turned it off because it was, I think it'll just make it, oh, maybe it'll help. No. See if we can. Kind of helps. Not really though. Okay. So I'm going to turn that off. It'll be easier in natural light. Maybe. Oh, let me put something behind. Okay. So I worked on a leg here. I'm going to pop it out. So I think I finished his buttocks there. And then I worked on this leg right here. And sorry, it's light. There we go. And then I've been working on, I finished off, I was doing this grass because I stopped on the grass over here somewhere because I wasn't sure if I was right. So I had to do the horse to make sure I was right. And then I actually worked from the right to the left. And now I'm doing, there's 3 tombstones to do. So there's 1, 2, 3. So I'm working on them. They're a combination of 4 colors. So I've done 2 out of the 4 colors. So I will finish that off this morning, and then I'm going to move the Q-snap over. And I'd like to do next, I'd like to work on his cape and maybe the head, the pumpkin head, and the horse's tail. And then I can start doing the moon. I have to get back to the moon because the moon's really big. So that's sort of my plan, and I'm getting there. And it's just going to be borders. So I actually think I can get this done. If not by the end of the month, but early, maybe in November. I'd like to get it done by, I'd like to do, last several years I've done Halloween starts. So I'm probably going to do a Halloween start. And that will be the Halloween sampler out of, I think it's called Hello Halloween by Teresa Kogut. So that's my plan. Try and get as much done as I can. So now I'll tell you about shopping for the chair. So I'm just going to sit here because the light's a little bit better. This was the very first chair I looked at. So we went to 4 different shops. So the first one we went to is on the French Shore, and it's called the Rug Shack. Funny name for a place. And so we had initially gone there to look, and they had a good selection of chairs. They were between $600 and $800. And then after that, we went to a place in Digby called Nothing Fancy Furniture. And when we were there, he said, we have an early Black Friday sale coming up. So this was like last weekend. And he said, on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of the week coming up, we will have some prices slashed. So they had a chair there that was regularly, I think, $600 and was slashed down to $350. The only problem with it is it didn't rock. So it reclined. They all reclined. So there were certain things I didn't want in a chair. I don't like I wanted the lever. I didn't want the pull-out thing because I had a hard time closing with the pull-out thing. I wanted a lever. I wanted rocking. Wasn't a have to have, because if it was $350, that was a lot cheaper. But it was something I wanted, was the rocking or gliding. What else did I want? The price point was kind of important. Um, the mount it reclined was kind of important. Yep, that was fun. So in the end, so we went to Nothing Fancy. It had a really inexpensive one. Then I was looking online. There was a Leon's. I didn't go to Leon's to check it out, but I could have. But so today or yesterday rather, we were going down to Yarmouth. They had a Leon's, they had a Nothing Fancy, and they also had Yarmouth appliances, furniture and appliances. So we went to those three places yesterday. On our way down, I said, let's stop off at the rug shack again and check out the seats so I can know exactly their price points and which ones I'm interested in. So there were two models I was interested in. This one is called the Man Fort. Hated the name. So instead, this is my Stitchy Fort. And in Gaelic, that is done. I can't say Stitchy is a really weird word in Gaelic, but I'm going to call it done, which is fort. Like Dunedin is Edinburgh, which is fort of, anyways, done. Done stitchy. But I'm never done stitchy in my done stitchy chair. And the other one was called Stonemead, which kind of reminded me of like Scotland, like Stonemead. This one was noticeably more comfortable. But anyways, I had these pictures of these, and this one was $100 more than the other one. This one was more comfortable. Hated the name, Manfort. Then we went down to Yarmouth, and they had in Leon's, they had one on sale called the Nina, and it had lots of different colors. It was a very slim model, maybe not quite as comfortable or plush. It was very similar to the one I already had in the way it reclined, the minimalness of it, blah, blah, blah. It was $600. It would come all boxed up. Then we went to Yarmouth Furniture and Appliances. Their price points were a little more expensive. They had two chairs. One was electric and one wasn't. But the one that was electric didn't rock. And so it was $900, and then the other one was around $770. And then we saw a little sign that said 20% off all furniture. So we thought, well, maybe it'd be 20% off. We weren't sure. It just felt like the furniture there was nice, but it was I got an odd vibe from the place. Like it was expensive and they didn't really want to sell me anything. That was just my vibe. Leon's, they had some cheaper quality or cheaper stuff. They had some nice furniture. It was a nice place. Then we went to Nothing Fancy, which we knew was having a Black Friday sale, early Black Friday sale. And I spent quite a bit of time. They had tons of furniture. I went and tried everything on and I was taking my shoes off to see like how it was for sitting, because I like to prop one leg up. And I was kind of trying to decide. So I had pictures of all the furniture. And in the end, I was going to get one of the chairs from Nothing Fancy. I think it was $600 on the Black Friday sale. Wasn't totally sold on the looks of it. What we decided was we were going to go to Digby, which also had Nothing Fancy, would have had that chair. We were leaving Yarmouth, and as we're driving on the highway, I said, let's go back to the Rug Shack one more time. I want to look at those chairs one more time. So we went back, and while we were there, because I liked the price point of the one that was $100 cheaper, the lady just said, I'll give you either one at the same price, which was the lower price, obviously. And so I said sold. So I bought the Manfort for $100 cheaper, and that was a good deal for me. We loaded up in the car and we came home. The only kind of freaky thing that happened was when I went to pay, I went to tap, even though obviously you can't tap that high. So then it kept saying declined. Obviously it's declined because I tried to tap, and then I think she needed to cancel everything, but I tried to do the magnetic strip, declined. I tried to put the chip in, declined. Then she put it in manually, and I guess she did something wrong, so it declined my card again. And so my husband ended up paying for it. I paid him back, but I'm freaking out because my Visa card is getting declined, and I'm like, what's happening? So we did a little bit of panic over that. I phoned, it was fine, and it was explained to me. I think when she manually typed it in, she typed in the wrong number. One of the numbers was wrong. It's fine, and all's good. But I was just freaking out a little bit. But we got home. We got the old chair moved out. We got the new chair moved in. I got set up, and I'm very happy. And like I said, I'm going to have an initiation for it on Tuesday, and you will be there with me for the start and the finish of a 24-hour cross stitching. How's that? You're gonna see me loopy doopy. So that's my story of this chair. I have had one question. I'm gonna answer it probably tomorrow, or I have had a couple questions. So I'm still getting questions in, which is great. But that's it for me today. What are we at? 16 minutes. There you go. That's about right. So I shall let you go. I will see you tomorrow. I think from now on, the rest of my Halloween previous finishes aren't fully finished. I've only showed you the fully finishes so far, but we will. I have them all, a bunch of ones that I haven't fully. We'll see if I can actually do some fully finishing. Probably not. Anyways, take care, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Happy stitching. Bye.